Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
A man is confronted outside a Novi hotel about his reason for being there.
You talk sexual to a kid online and you lured her out of the house.
I mean, I'm a guy. I have urges.
That explanation wasn't good enough for police. And that story tops our news at 6. The arrest of a local man police believe was hoping to meet a 14-year-old at a hotel.
Yeah, Kim, law enforcement found out because of a group that actually traveled here from out of town. They came in from Indianapolis to confront the man and streamed it all on Facebook Live.
Local 4 defender Sean Lay has a closer look at how this all unfolded. Sean?
Hey, Kimberly. Hi, Devin. Good evening to you. Look, we've been talking to this group out of Indianapolis called Predator Catchers Indianapolis. You can find them right on Facebook. You'll find a lot of their confrontations. They look for people, men online, who are searching for children and to meet up with children that they're meeting on the internet. And so they traveled to Novi to confront a man who was apparently looking for a 14-year-old child. This story should get everyone's attention, every parent who's concerned about their kids being online.
You had a conversation with a 14-year-old girl.
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
You are watching a confrontation between members of the group Predator Catchers Indianapolis. Tonight, the group is sharing its video with us from January 9th. Members of the group alerting Novi police that they had been online chatting with a man named Wayne Kenneth Johnson, an Oakland County man. Predator Catchers allege that Johnson thought he was chatting with a 14-year-old girl. This video is from a hotel in Novi where members confronted Johnson, saying that he showed up intent on meeting the teen.
But I backed out.
Hey, guess what? It doesn't matter. You talk sexual to a kid online and you lured her out of the house. The crime is done. So let's talk about why you're doing this. Because I do this to try to figure out, to get people help.
Novi police arrived and arrested Johnson on the spot. He's charged with accosting children for immoral purposes and using a computer to commit a crime. Predator Catcher says this highlights the real dangers online.
I'm a guy. I have urges. I'm not here to hurt anybody.
With all due respect,
Cry out for help.
All right, back here live. We thank Predator Catchers Indianapolis for sharing their confrontation video with us tonight. We did some digging tonight on the man you just saw, Wayne Johnson. Now, in 2020, he finished up a 5-year prison sentence right here in Michigan. The charge he was convicted of was child sexually abusive material or activity. Right now, on this new charge out of Novi, is being held in the Oakland County Jail on $50,000 cash bond. Devin, Kimberly, back to you.
Wow. Well, Sean, this group, Predator Catchers, is this the first time that they've had to travel to our area for these confrontations?
You know, I asked them just that not too long ago. They said no. This is eye-opening. They've caught guys, they say, in Novi, again, Livonia, Flint, Portage, and a few other locations in our area.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Okay. Sean, thanks. Devin.
All right, now to the coronavirus, as the new case numbers show just how quickly the virus is spreading right now in Michigan.
28,458 new cases over the past 2 days. That averages out to 14,000 cases per day. We've lost 350 more Michiganders to the virus. Today, the CDC predicted over 62,000 more people could die from COVID-19 over the next 4 weeks. This forecast could mean an average of 2,600 deaths per day. That's up from a current average of 1,700, according to Johns Hopkins University.
So with this increased ability for the Omicron variant to spread, a lot of people are wondering if it's time to up their mask game.
It was thought the CDC would go ahead and issue new recommendations, but that doesn't appear to be the case. Dr. Frank McGeorge joins us to answer some questions about better masking. Doc?
Yeah, Kim and Devin. So, first off, I just want to be clear that any mask is better than no mask. And for people out there who think that maybe skipping a mask is okay because Omicron is going to get them even anyway, even through a mask, here's the thing. A mask will hopefully at least decrease the amount of virus that you're exposed to, making it easier for your body to defend itself and leading to a less severe illness. Now, Cloth masks, of course, have the least effective amount of filtration, meaning more and larger sized aerosols that contain the virus are going to get through a cloth mask. And because Omicron is so much more infectious, it basically takes a smaller amount of infected aerosol to infect you. And of course, cloth masks can only do so much. Now, the next better option are surgical masks. They're a bit better, and now they're widely available. Of course, they are not as good as an N95 or a KN95 mask, but they are much less expensive. Now, a better and still inexpensive option is to use a washable cloth mask with a surgical mask. The key here, though, is to be sure that they fit tightly against your face, because any gaps between these masks and your skin are going to allow unfiltered air to get to you.
Yeah. I want to go back to the KN95 and the N95 masks, Dr. McGeorge. If people want to get those, what should they know about them?
Well, first off, to be practical, although these are disposable N95s, if you're only wearing them for a brief time when you want the most protection, for example, and they are completely clean, you do not need to throw them out. At the end of the day, just hang it in a clean area and let it sit for about 3 days, and then you can use it again. Now, you should throw it out if either the elastic starts to get loose or if it becomes harder to breathe through. Also, the CDC does suggest that they should not be reused more than 5 times. But finally, I really want to point out, part of the reason that N95 or KN95 masks are more effective in general is that they fit tightly to your face. If they don't fit snugly, instead of air going through the filter, it's just going to sneak around and still get to you unfiltered. So they have to fit properly.
So important. Good information, Dr. McGeorge. We appreciate it. Mild to moderate COVID-19 is associated with worsening mobility in middle-aged and older adults. That's according to a Canadian study. The authors found that those who had a probable or confirmed case were twice as likely to report a worsening ability to engage in household activity and to participate in physical activity. Specifically, they reported difficulty standing up after sitting in a chair, difficulty walking up and down stairs, and difficulty walking 2 to 3 blocks.
Let's turn now to our slightly warmer weather. Slightly, Paul, nice to see some of the snow melting today, but we've got other stuff coming in down on us right now.
I tell you, Devin, it's just been going back and forth all day. Look at last half hour, I was showing you how everything was transitioning over to snow. Now, look, it's transitioning back to rain, and now it's going back over to snow to the west there. So it's not real heavy stuff. It's just kind of bizarre. It's going back and forth, and it's been that way for a few hours now. All right, temperatures here in our metro zone, generally upper 30s. You can see City Airport, Grosse Ile, both at 38 degrees. Same thing at Taylor, 37 right now in Livonia. We have 2 Celsius at Harrow, Windsor, 1 Celsius at Point Pelee. Down in our south zone, 36 in Monroe, 36 in Dundee, 35 in Saline, 36 Deerfield and Adrian. In our west zone, boy, you're just a degree above freezing in Milford. You're at 33, 34 at Whitmore Lake, 35 in Ann Arbor, and in our north zone, 32 right on the button here, Deckerville and Sandusky, but everybody south of there is above freezing. 36 Romeo over to Oxford, Ortonville, Pontiac, you're at 34 degrees. So through the evening, very, very slow drop in temperature, really almost holding steady for a while, and these flakes and drops will be ending during the evening hours. Be back to talk more about this weekend forecast. Another shot of Arctic air in just a few minutes, guys.
Paul, thank you. Warren police arrest a high school student after a gun magazine was found. It happened this afternoon at Lincoln High School. According to a parent, she says the student threatened to pistol whip her daughter. 2 other students say they saw what is being described as a gun. The 16-year-old boy was taken into custody. So far, a gun has not been found, but police did find an empty magazine clip at this school. The case moves forward for the accused shooter in the Oxford High School tragedy. Ethan Crumbley pleaded not guilty during today's virtual arraignment. Crumbley faces 24 counts as an adult on terrorism and first-degree murder charges. Prosecutors say he opened fire at his high school, killing 4 students and injuring 7 others last November. The next court hearing is scheduled for January 19th, but Crumbley is not required to be present at that hearing.
New study shows racial and ethnic disparities when it comes to Michigan State Police traffic stops. You may recall in fall 2020, MSP announced internal data showed potential disparities, and they were getting an independent study done. Well, those results are now in. Our Megan Woods has a look at them and some reaction too. Megan?
A team at Michigan State University is who conducted this study. They took a look at data from traffic stops in 2020. Now, this study shows there are racial disparities when it comes to troopers pulling over drivers, and now it's up to MSP to do something about it.
Michiganders deserve unbiased policing, transparency, and accountability.
MSP Director Colonel Joe Gasper says this study is just the beginning.
We need further study to determine the root causes of these disparities.
The study looked at traffic stops.
We found that African-American drivers were more likely to be stopped than we would have expected based on their involvement in not at fault crashes across the state.
And the outcomes of those traffic stops.
This analysis showed that African American and Hispanic drivers were significantly more likely than white drivers to be searched and more likely to be arrested after traffic stops.
MSP announced a 5-point plan that includes an independent consulting firm to review policies and recommend changes, deploy 1,600 body cameras by the end of the year so every trooper has one, more educational opportunities like cultural awareness training, and making this data available to troopers, and launching a statewide listening and learning tour with African American leaders.
We have to start somewhere, and part of that is being able to establish a baseline. What's the existing situation that we're living in with some data points that then we can be able to say, let's measure. How did we do in 2020 versus now 2021, 22, et cetera?
Reverend Dr. Wendell Anthony of the Detroit branch of the NAACP put out a statement saying, in part, we know not all officers are violating their trust. However, those found guilty of abusing the privilege to be a state trooper by unfair stops and arrests must be disciplined. There must be certainty of holding violators accountable. Everyone must know this is not a game, this is real life. I'm Megan Woods, Local 4. Devin?
The study wasn't promise kept, though. All right, Megan.